Hey, it's Danielle Smith, back with Keeping Style in Your Life. I think you'd agree with me that part of style in our lives extends not just to how we dress and how we do our hair, but how we feel about our home, and specifically how we feel about guests in our home. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know how often you have guests in your home. For us, it happens occasionally. Sometimes it's my parents, sometimes it's friends. Recently, my husband threw this extraordinary 40th birthday party for me, and he surprised me with a whole bunch of my friends coming into town, and I hadn't seen some of them in 4 and 6 years, and it was so neat to have everybody here. But for me, I like to prepare to have guests in my house, so I wanted to give you 5 tips for making guests feel welcome in your very own home, in whatever space you have, because these things aren't crazy going out of the way. But what's really neat about these tips, every single one of them will make your guests feel welcome. Every single one of them makes your guests feel like you went over and above and you thought about them. That's the really neat thing. So number 1, fresh flowers in the room. I spent $5 and grabbed some flowers from the grocery store, put them in my own vase, and just set them in the corner of the room. They just basically brighten up the room, and they say to your guest, I'm glad you're here. A second tip, set some magazines or books on the nightstand so that when they go to bed, if they have forgotten something to read, their current magazines, and they can flip through the magazines and they can take some time settling down, going to sleep. Again, it's that little thing that says, hey, I'm glad you're here. We don't have to be talking the entire time, and you can relax, fall asleep at your own leisure, because sometimes, have you ever been on a trip where you've forgotten something and you want to fall asleep, but you don't have a book to read? Well, it's the perfect thing to have just on the nightstand. You typically know ahead of time who is coming to visit you. I don't know if you've ever been to a friend's house and you've been looking around at the pictures they have. How special do you feel when you see a picture of you and the person you're visiting? Take a moment to put a picture of that friend who's visiting in a frame in the room. In our guest rooms, we typically have frames that we can swap out pictures. I'm sure that if someone's coming to stay with you, there's someone that you probably have a picture with. Take that moment and swap out the picture. So thirsty, hungry, sometimes guests feel really awkward saying, hey, could I get a glass of water? Hey, could I get a snack? Avoid that entirely. Set it in the room for them. You can put bottles of water, you could put granola bars, you can go ahead and put a pitcher of water. I like to put a pitcher of water, some glasses, and throw some lemon in there. Again, it's that little stuff. And none of the things I'm talking about so far really are costing any money. The final tidbit may cost you just a little bit, but have you ever been on a trip where you have forgotten one of your toiletries and you have to ask someone, hey, do you have shampoo? Hey, do you have conditioner? And you want your guests to be able to use all fresh items. Set a little basket aside. You can always buy stuff on sale when you're at the store, just so that you've got it stocked in your home, but put a basket in their room so that they have all of the toiletries they might need. Whether it's shampoo or conditioner, it's a toothbrush, it's toothpaste, maybe a razor, you're just putting those things in a basket that basically says, here, this is for you, use these at your leisure. In case you don't want to use your own, in case you've forgotten your own, you have these set aside. So hopefully those 5 tips will help you the next time a guest comes into your house. Just do, even if you did a couple of them, just do a little something extra that says, hey, I'm really glad you're here and I'm excited to spend some time with you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to connect with you. Make sure that you do comment below, because I love to hear from you, and you can always connect with me on Twitter at Danielle Smith TV. Thanks for watching.